Hey guys, welcome to my review of BistroMD, which is a meal delivery service that is all about helping people lose weight. So if you've been following my journey, you know that I've been testing a bunch of different meal delivery services, and I think that I got a bit carried away trying new recipes because I noticed the other day that I definitely put on a few extra pounds that now I really want to lose. Also, I got a lot of questions in the comment section about weight loss after my other reviews, so I decided to try BistroMD, a meal delivery service that's only available in the United States, to see how the service actually works, if it actually tastes good, and if it'll actually contribute to helping me slim down a bit. And if you've ever tried a diet before, you'll know that you can get a bit obsessed with food, especially what you can't eat. It doesn't always work out well for me. So I like the idea of having all my meals delivered pre-cooked so I won't have any excuses to break my diet when I don't know what to make, or if I just don't feel like cooking or something like that. And first of all, Bistro's meals were surprisingly good. The portions were actually bigger than I expected, and I admit that I was having some major cravings the first week, but the second week was easier, and after around 6 weeks of eating their meals, I had lost a bit of weight and I definitely feel more energized. To lose weight and keep it off, you have to stick to the plan, and there are of course never any quick fixes, but I'll tell you what you get from BistroMD, how it works, and what could be better to help you decide if it might be the service for you or if you want to look elsewhere. And if at any point you decide you want to try Bistro, I got a discount when I signed up, which I left for you down in the description. If you use it, you'll automatically get a deal that you wouldn't be able to find if you went right to their website. So feel free to use it if you want to save a bit more money. Now that that's out of the way, I'll give you a brief history of what I learned about them when I was doing my initial research. BistroMD was started by a couple. She was a doctor, hence MD, and he was a foodie, and they wanted to help people get healthier and lose weight. So they teamed up with chefs, dietitians, and fitness experts to start a meal delivery subscription service that is designed to help you actually stick to a diet. They have specialized plans for people with diabetes or on a keto, vegan, or gluten-free diet, as well as women on menopause and heart-friendly diets, but their best seller is by far the weight loss signature plan, which is formulated around the science of metabolism, using foods that your body not only burns faster, but are actually tasty and healthy. They opened for business back in 2005 and now have kitchens around the United States. Delivering meals to people who need help eating healthy, balanced meals without having to do the prep themselves, besides defrosting and reheating their range of around 150 pre-cooked frozen meal recipes. So the way it works is that you first choose your diet program, and then you choose which meals and how many days you want each week. Your choice is either 5 or 7 days, and you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is the full program, or just lunches and dinners with the option of including snacks to ease those cravings we all get when we start a new diet. And this review is going to be focused on losing weight. So I'll tell you about the different options as well as the cost of their signature weight loss program. You have to order a week at a time, and then you can choose which meals and how many days you want them to send you. So in terms of the food that I got, their cooked breakfast looked okay, but I was sort of used to fruit and cereal that I ate in the morning, so it's just been a part of my routine for many years, even before I packed on a few pounds. So actually just stuck with that, and then just opted for 7 days of lunches and dinners. So my weekly total came to about $190, but when I signed up, I got free delivery and a 40% discount for the first week, which brought the cost per meal down from around $14 to around $8, so I only ended up paying just about $110. If I'd opted for the full plan, which is 3 meals a day for 7 days a week, I would have paid around $220, but about $130 for the first week. I'll get more into this later, but you might be thinking that that's a bit expensive for essentially eating less food. But there's a lot of planning and creation that goes into making and preparing the meals, and they do all of that and even deliver them for you right to your door. All you have to do is heat it and eat it. So stick to the diet and you should start losing weight like I did. Because men and women metabolize differently. They cater to your gender, with men getting more calories than women every day, with both generally getting a serving that's around 40% protein, and that's light on carbs and lower on fat, and they aim for your daily intake to be around 20% less than normal, which is why you should start shedding those extra pounds after a few weeks. Once you subscribe and place an order, their team of registered dietitians creates a custom diet plan for you. But you can set your taste preferences and add or remove meals as you choose. And if you enjoy or totally dislike a meal, you can add it to your weekly menu or have it permanently removed from your lineup. Also, a few days after receiving your first frozen meals, you can cancel the delivery for the following week if you aren't satisfied for whatever reason. After the first week, expect to pay the full price of around $20 for each delivery, depending on where you live. I got a box with a wide range of simple, packed, healthy meals. Some of them were suggested for me and others that I went through and they looked good to me and I chose. Truthfully, some of the food was a bit bland and pale, but after a few minutes in the microwave, the meals were ready to eat and looked pretty yummy on the plate. The vegetables were crisp and the meat was really usually tender and juicy, but you might want to add some seasoning to your liking. They list the ingredients for each meal in detail, and I didn't see anything that I didn't recognize as food. But they have a list of around 50 or so things that they never use, and you'll find most of the synthetic food toxins on there. The focus is on building a faster metabolism by including foods with a high nutrient value and fewer calories. And I was actually pleasantly surprised by how tasty the meals were. And I'll tell you more about the food itself in a bit, but I have to say that I think that one of the best features of BistroMD is the support you get, because they understand that sticking to a healthy diet and losing weight is not easy. So you get a lot of extra services along with the meals, from the pledge you make at the start to having access to a trainer, a dietitian, and a doctor throughout. There's a lot more than food that they offer to help you on your weight loss journey. And I just want to point out again, like I mentioned earlier, that I left a link down in the description below that'll automatically get you a discount that you wouldn't be able to get if you went straight to their website. So remember to take advantage of that if you do end up wanting to try them out. Having tried quite a few meal delivery services, I think the best option to lose weight without having to cook, shop for groceries, or count calories is probably BistroMD, or it's at least up there on par with the other ones. Other meal delivery services cater to weight loss, but as far as I know, BistroMD is the only one that has a whole team of experts focused specifically on weight loss. Another meal delivery service that I've already reviewed a few times over the years is Factor Meals, or Factor 75 as they used to be known. And I left a link to that review as well if you were thinking of Factor 75. And Factor is similar to Bistro in that they also deliver pre-cooked frozen meals and try to keep their food as healthy as they can. The Factor weight loss program is called Calorie Smart, and they give you around 550 calories or less per serving, which can help you lose weight if you also exercise. So how do they compare? Well, in terms of cost, Factor has a lower per meal cost and free delivery, so the big downside for BistroMD is that it's a bit more expensive comparatively. But if losing weight is your main priority, then their laser focus on diet might be worth the bit of an extra cost. But if price is your major concern, you might want to go with Factor's low-calorie program instead. On all the other features, they're pretty much on par with a few minor differences. They both offer flexible plan options and quick delivery with a wide variety of options to customize your weekly meal plan. They both use high-quality ingredients, but while Factor is focused on organic food that's hormone and antibiotic-free, Bistro promises natural, responsibly sourced ingredients without trans fats or MSG. So if you'd ask me, Bistro wins on catering for more special dietary needs and for the amount of expert support that they offer in terms of specifically losing weight. Now, when it comes to the user experience, signing up was really easy and I like the fresh and clean feel of their website. I also appreciated their wellness block and a lot of other information that they put on their website. The meals arrived quickly and well packaged in dry ice, and I had the option of thawing the next day's meals in the fridge overnight before heating in the microwave, or you can throw it and heat in the microwave and start eating it in just a few minutes. But I think it tastes a bit better if you thaw it first, and the less time you put food in the microwave, the better, always in my opinion. And aside from convenience and weight loss, the most important thing was how tasty the food was to me. I know these meals are designed to help achieve life-transforming wellness, as it says on the website, but they still need to fill you up and taste good. And I have to say I was really pleasantly surprised. I could stipulate my preferences from the start, so I can't tell you about the dishes containing pork because I don't eat pork, but I found lots of other options in the 150 meals that you can choose. For a diet plan, there's a lot of variety with pasta, mac and cheese, and other things that you might not expect. I'd like to see a bit more beef on the menu, but that's just me, I'm a giant carnivore. So the highlights for me were the juicy beef and cheddar sliders that came with chips, but no bread roll. But let me tell you, they made me completely forget that I was trying to lose weight. They were so delicious. I also really enjoyed their spinach and feta stuffed chicken that came with herby beans and carrots and tomato sauce. And I liked how many ethnic influences were included. Now, I haven't tried their bison meatloaf yet, but there are lots of surprising options. And I loved the hickory smoked barbecue beef that came with some of the most flavorful and actually fluffy mashed potatoes that I've had in a very long time. And I also went back for more of the tilapia baked in red curry. So if you follow the heating instructions on each package, the meals are somehow cooked pretty much just right. They don't get too watery or anything like that, and I have no clue how they do that. It doesn't taste like frozen food, and sometimes I even forget that I was eating it to lose weight. But in terms of negatives, some of the food was a bit colorless and bland, and I'm not a big fan of green beans, which come with a lot of their meals. So we're getting pretty close to the end of this video, so let's get into the recommendation. Do I recommend them or not? Well, a low-calorie diet is a long-term commitment to weight loss, and of course, you'll always get better results if you exercise more, which Bistro actively encourages. I exercise about 6 days a week, and if you exercise as well, you'll undoubtedly get a lot more than food from a subscription to their signature plan can do for you by itself. But I haven't felt deprived while eating Bistro. The food has been tasty, and there's enough variety to keep it interesting. In terms of price, I did find it a little bit expensive compared to other meal services like Factor 75. But it definitely delivered, no pun intended. It's not a huge price difference, but I have lost about 4 or 5 pounds or so already, and I know that if I stick with their plan, I'll keep losing weight. So for me, it's been worth it, and for those of you out there mainly focused on weight loss, I definitely recommend that you give it a shot. And so that's it for this video on BistroMD. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did find it helpful, please like and subscribe because it really helps the channel succeed. And again, do use the link that's down below in the description if you want to try BistroMD because you'll get a discount that you won't find if you go directly to their website. Also, feel free to leave any questions or comments below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.